smile again for me, please. Smile. I'm on my bending, down on bending, begging you please, baby. Baby, won't you smile again, please, baby. Smile. I'm on my bending, down on begging you please. We used to walk in the park, holding hand in hand. We'd only love going inside. Yeah, baby, you know that I love you so. There's no room for you to doubt my love, baby. All you need to do is smile. Yeah, baby, you going away. Oh, don't ever see you no more. Baby, why don't you come on, please, and smile for me? Baby, would you just smile again for me? Smile for me, baby. I'm on my bended knees, begging you, please, baby. Baby, won't you smile again for me, baby, please? You know that I'm begging you, please. Yeah. La la la, baby, come on, baby. Don't never see you smile. Baby, would you smile again for me, baby? You know that I'm begging you, please. I'm on my bended knees. Baby, won't you smile again for me, baby, please? Oh, I'm on my bended knees. I'm on my bended knees, yeah. Oh, baby, smile again, please. I'm on my bended knees. Oh, smile again for me, please. Please. I'm on my bended knees, begging you, baby, please. Smile again for me, please. You come to me, hoping that we can talk with these, 'cause I know the pain you feel is very real and so hard to heal. And you see, over and over again, I've seen love over and over again, over and over again. I've seen love over and over again. Now you say to me, how can love hurt constantly? I can say hurt but to learn to let go and then start to grow. 'Cause I've learned over and over again. I've seen love over and over again. Over and over again. I've seen love over and over again. Oh, so many times it passed me by, right before my very eyes. I tried so hard to hold on, but it just ended with why. Experience I have enough to share with you for what it's worth. Love is what you want it to be, yeah. Oh. Over and over again. I've seen love over and over again. Over and over again. I've seen love over and over again. Oh, so many times it passed me by, my very eyes. I tried so hard to hold on, but it just ended with why. Experience I have enough to share with you for what it's worth. Love is what you want it to be. Oh. I've been loved same. And you see, over and over again, I've seen love and I think I've grown. Over and over, and it hurts so bad, so bad. Hey, over and over again, I've seen love and I think I've grown. Over and over. So over and over again, I've seen love over and over again. Over and over again, I've seen love and I think I've grown. Over and over, hey, baby.
YGB. That's the name of the group, right? Yeah. In fact, Cold Effect. Why don't you introduce yourselves real quick so everybody knows who you are?
Calvin L. Brewer, better known as Cal B. Smooth.
Al Rand, better known as Al.
I'm George Palmer, better known as the J.O.
My name is D. Smith, better known as Yes Man.
Yeah.
And I'm G Spot, better known as your host for today's show. Yeah, and why don't you tell me a little bit about the style of music you're coming with? Because, you know, your songs reminisce me of like some of the Cameo, Con Funk Shun songs, and it's real smooth. I mean, it's over, and all those different slow jams. But why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
It is funny that you would mention that Cameo because when we have a musician in which he's out there in the audience by the name of Maurice, we call him that boy good. and it's funny that you mentioned Cameo because we always tease him about all his music sounds like Cameo music, you know.
Right?
Yeah, but that's not what our music is like. That's not all our music is about because we do a lot of styles. We do gospel and we do jazz, we do R&B, and we even got hip hop and rap in our music too. This is just a small selection you just seen of what we have, you know.
As a matter of fact, I want to ask you about that too because you're harmonizing. I mean, you guys can harmonize really good. Is part of the church is like something that you guys were involved in, or how did you know that you could sing and put it all together? I mean, were you in the choir at one time, or?
Well, I've been singing since about 6th grade, so
6th grade.
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
I've been like singing all my life. Period. It's just been a thing for me. My family is musically inclined. Period. So father beat music into us. So I've been singing ever since.
So the father beat you under the music. Okay.
We do a little bit of gospel too.
Oh, you do?
Basically, I've been singing all my life too, but I've never really sang in church at all. But my background is basically gospel because of my family. My sisters and mother and father, they all sing in the church.
As a matter of fact, you guys are from various parts of, you know, different states. Why don't you tell me how you guys met up? And you were talking about that earlier. And why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
Okay.
Well, I met Mr. JR a while back, and he was doing his shows at Jimmy's, and this guy was winning all the time. So I said, hey, why not try to put a group together with this guy here? And I knew Daryl from a long time ago, and we decided to put something together. And later on, we met Mr. Rand, the man.
I met Calvin through a guy named Maurice Stevenson, which is a good friend of mine, and basically we got together and talked. We worked on one song just to see how well we would blend together, and we did. And that's what we got out of it, so we decided to stick with it.
And actually, I'm just going to tell the truth. These three guys was holding up this bank, and I was walking by, and when... No, serious on a serious note. It just all grew up together, basically, us two, and we just decided we're all singular artists, and so we just decided to just come together and just do something, you know, together.
Positive.
Yeah, so positive for this Bay Area because the Bay Area really needs, you know, a lot of positive stuff to go on right now. So we're trying to do the best we can right now to bring them something that they can listen to and understand.
Yeah, which is really important. As a matter of fact, was the getaway car a 75 Pinto station wagon?
Yeah, it was your car. Wasn't that your car?
No, that wasn't mine. I was in the low rider. Yeah.
He's in a low rider.
Yeah, that's me. But as a matter of fact, in your music now that you're about to present, are you guys going to put together maybe an EP? I mean, now that you guys know where you're coming from, I mean, what is in store for the future?
Well, right now, that's what we're working on right now. We're in the studio working on an album right now. Basically, it's going to be 10 songs, and what we're trying to do is get a package out.
To kind of wrap it all and sum it all up, we are all working with a group called the Drama League, in which the voicemail number is 273-2447, in a city near you called Oakland. And basically, this whole thing is just to draw all our musicians, all our musical family together in the Bay Area. And so this is not just like just YGB. There's a whole lot of them that's hooked up with us.
We want to try to include everybody in what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's right. Which is great. I mean, I'm glad you guys are positive and putting something out that, you know, everybody can relate to, as well as putting out a positive messages, because that's what we need is positive messages, especially out here in the big Oaktown. But if there's anything that you would want to say to anybody out there watching in the Bay Area, I mean, what would you want to say?
I would want to say,
I'll be holding you tight all through the night. We don't have to fuss and fight, 'cause it's alright.
and that goes out to the young, the gifted, and the black, and the old and gifted and the black.
And that's just not stressed to the black, that's to everyone.
And by the way, I want to mention that they did get a few lessons from me. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. But I want to thank you guys for coming down. I want to wish you much success, and we'll probably see you in the big Oaktown, probably at Jimmy's or somewhere, as well as various places. Look out for the EP, and these boys are hot, so you definitely saw them here on Channel 13. Thanks. Yo, peace.